It's YouTube time. It's now okay for chat to all say hi YouTube in chat, because we're looking at the new Street Fighter 6 gameplay. So I was kind of hoping that we'd get some JP gameplay. I'm a JP enjoyer. We got Cammy versus Manon, which I wasn't too excited about, but my interest in Manon has actually gone from 0 to quite a lot in the space of this one gameplay video. Alright, so as usual, first time through, I'll just kind of let it play out, and then we can go in more detail on the rerun. Man, Manon is so tall. I forget sometimes that she's like 10 foot tall until you see her next to Cammy. Even when she's crouching down, she looks enormous. See that right there. That anti-air is the moment when I sort of went, huh. Maybe Manon's got more going on than I thought. EX dive kick doesn't cause a launcher. Interesting. Bit of footsies. 3 light confirmed. Hooligan. Hooligan's definitely going to be a huge part of Cammy's game plan in 6. She looks like they've built her around Hooligan this time. Nice punish on the whiffed drive rush. There's that classic stand medium kick. Cammy's god button in neutral. And then this is awesome. So as well as getting a juggle off the anti-air, she gets like a restand afterwards. That's wild. Pulls you in, whiffs the command grab. Cammy holding up. Hooligan into low. We got to talk about Hooligan. I'll go into more detail when I go through it in slow motion, but she's definitely the Hooligan machine in Street Fighter 6. Damage. I don't even know what move that is. Maybe it's an overhead from half screen that's very fast. I hope that's not an overhead because I'm not reacting to that. The level 3 where she puts her foot right into the camera so that Quentin Tarantino can enjoy it. Some dancing. I like her super. It's a little bit goofy, but I like goofy supers sometimes. I swear Cammy lands like 500 regular throws in this gameplay as well. You'd think that Manon was the grappler, but it's actually Cammy based on this gameplay. She lands so many throws. Cammy level 3. We've seen this one. Well, technically we've seen this one for like 6+ months at this point. But the Cap Cops don't want you to know that, so I'll pretend that that's brand new. I think Manon is the more traditional grappler. Like, it seems like Marissa is more of a hybrid, and Manon is more of a classic grappler. Big normals. Punish counter throw on the parry. Drive rush for Oki. Another throw. Cammy's trying to pretend to be the grappler in this matchup. I don't know what normal that is. This normal from Cammy right here. It looks like her old Street Fighter 4 stand heavy kick. That thing. Maybe stand heavy kick, but I'm not sure. Oh, and this is the thing. This is it. This is the moment when I suddenly got interested in Manon. Like, look at the range on this anti-air. I gotta point out. So Cammy is like at least half screen away, maybe even slightly more, and does a neutral jump. And this like cartwheel uppercut thing still connects from there, and not only does it seem to cover half the screen, she gets a juggle afterwards, which is wild. It doesn't even look slow, I agree. Then there's the command grab. So as you guys have probably already heard, Manon has this like medal system. You can see next to her drive gauge, there's like a counter with a medal. And she's kind of weird because every time she lands either her command grab or her hit grab, she levels up. And it means her specials do more damage, I think. And their animations get more complicated as it goes on. So this very first command grab she does from like medal level 1. So it's a very short animation that doesn't do that much damage. Like that. That's just like a, I think that's like most basic command grab. But then she's now level 2. Basic hit confirmed from Cammy. Ah, and here we are. So we're back to Street Fighter 4, it seems. Cammy is borrowing elements from Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 because her EX dive kick is now back to not knocking down on hit. In Street Fighter 5, EX dive kick on hit puts you in a juggle state. It launches. But in Street Fighter 4 it doesn't. It's kind of hard to tell though if there is still a height restriction on this. Like, I think there's a few times in this clip where Cammy does EX dive kick fairly low, but not like Tiger Knee height. So I can't tell if there's actually a height restriction or not, because in Street Fighter 4, Cammy can do EX dive kick from the first frame that she leaves the floor. It's really obnoxious in Street Fighter 4. But I don't know if that'll carry over or not. Stand Fierce. Hooligan is... No, not Hooligan. Spin Knuckle is back. Now, Spin Knuckle is a special that got cut out from 5, and I actually supported this decision because I always felt like Spin Knuckle never really served much purpose. It's never been a particularly strong special in any version of Street Fighter, as far as I know. It's usually quite bad in most games. It was her V-Skill 1 in Street Fighter 5, and everyone immediately ditched it when V-Skill 2 came out because it's not very good. And it was plus in Street Fighter 5, and still no one really used it that much when she got a V-Skill 2. But it's back as a regular special move here. Doesn't seem plus because she gets command grabbed afterwards, and then Manon gets up to level 3. Maybe it's a little bit faster. Actually, thinking about it, Spin Knuckle could be good in Street Fighter 6 just purely because of how few moves get through fireballs. It depends if her EX Spiral Arrow is a fireball punish or not in this game. But if not, maybe that's what Spin Knuckle is there for. Because almost nothing in Street Fighter 6, at least in the beta, is a like fireball invincible punish. Cross up. Relight confirm. You're going to see a lot of those in Street Fighter 6. And there's the Hooligan throw. This is the first layer of the Hooligan mix-ups. Breaks the throw. Drive rush off crouch medium kick. Goes for like a shimmy. Doesn't fall for it. And then punishes the drive rush whiff with a level 1 super. I don't think it was medium into 2 lights, but I could be wrong. Stand medium kick. Cammy's backdash looks a little bit weird in this game because it's not her traditional backflip. Ah, there we go. So again, this is what I'm talking about. With this huge anti-air that Manon has. I'm definitely looking with great intent at this special, because again, look how far away this anti-air is from. Or the angle. It looks like it starts up fast. If this has got like upper body invincibility, and this leads to like a full juggle, and also, interestingly, it seems like Manon's hit grab is a restand. So, even though this was an airborne juggle, she can still go into her hit grab, which gives her a medal level on hit. So now she goes from level 3 to level 4, and look at how much damage that does from a... This is basically just 2 specials back to back. You can see that chunk of yellow up there. This is just like EX uppercut into the hit grab, and it does like, I don't know, 20%, 25%. And I doubt that's even optimal. I wouldn't be surprised if she can get like way more off this. Maybe you can do like Drive Rush into a normal or something. Big chunk of damage. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that Manon's levels, her medal levels, also don't go down between rounds. You know, she carries it over throughout the entire set, which I think is really cool. Street Fighter has had characters in the past with like a kind of level up mechanic, like G for example in Street Fighter V. He can level up over the course of a round, but it always resets back to the beginning of the next round, back to level 1. We've never really had a character who gets progressively stronger over the course of the entire game, not just over the course of one round. So I really like this idea that, you know, as well as managing your health as a resource, you also have to like decide, like, do I want to maybe choose a combo route now that loses a bit of damage in exchange for a medal level which might help me later. I like stuff like that. I'm very big on resource management, stuff like that. So I really like the idea of having to choose like how you spend meter and how you manage your medal level stuff. Hooligan, and then we've got this new follow-up. So this is why I think Hooligan is going to be good. This move right here in Street Fighter 6. So in Street Fighter 5, Hooligan is okay, but it's not amazing, and the reason why is because it's not actually a true mix-up. I'm gonna spoil this. Kami players have been pretending it's a real mix-up for too long, but in Street Fighter 5, Hooligan has 3 follow-ups. It has a dive kick, a grab, and a slide. And crouch blocking will be all 3 of them. If you crouch block, the throw can't hit you. It only hits standing characters. If you crouch block the slide, you'll block it. And if you crouch block the dive kick, it's not actually an overhead. Her Hooligan dive kick in Street Fighter V does not hit high, so you don't actually really get mixed up by Hooligan in 5. There's no reason to stand block and get hit by the grab. All of the follow-ups can't hit you crouching. Or they can hit you, but like they can't open you up. You can block, is what I'm saying. So in Street Fighter 6, they've added this extra option out of Hooligan, this like slash kick thing, and this is an overhead. And that changes it completely. No longer can you see Kami doing Hooligan and just crouch. Because now you have to worry about, if I crouch block, I could get hit by the overhead, which is this move. And if I stand block, I could get grabbed. So now Hooligan has an actual real high-low throw mix-up to it. And yeah, it's looking scary. The only downside of this is parries. In Street Fighter 6, parries are not like dependent on which way you're blocking or which like height you block at. If you parry in Street Fighter 6, it will block high or low or left or right. It's like a uni block. It'll block in every direction. So high-low mix-ups in Street Fighter 6 are slightly weaker than in 5 because of the parry. But then, as you guys have just figured out, grab is still a good option. I don't know if there's a punish counter reward for Hooligan grab. I think we're still a bit unsure if punish counters like affect command grabs. I think they do, but it's not like a cinematic effect to it. So the mix-up now seems to be like, if you parry, you can beat the high-low, but you lose to throw. If you block low, you beat the throw, but you lose to the overhead. And if you block high, you beat the overhead, but you risk getting grabbed. So it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors situation now. But it really does feel like Capcom have tried to design Kami around Hooligan this time. It's a true mix-up at last, which I'm terrified of. I hate Kami. So he gets the throw. Stand medium kick all day, every day. So this is Manon's little target combo. I think we saw this in the previous trailers. Manon seems to have several target combos that just pull you close. And then the idea is that you get like sucked into a command grab mix-up afterwards. So she goes for the command grab here, but Kami sees it coming and jumps. Big damage. And Here's the other side of the mix-up. Cammy seems to recover extremely fast from Hooligan now. Like, I don't know if it's really being carried across by the slow motion gameplay, but the speed that she can now do Hooligan into a low is significantly faster. Yeah, this looks like Oro's fast fall, but intentional. So again, like, I think they've definitely decided that Cammy in Street Fighter 6 is going to be built around the Hooligan. There's my favorite anti-air again. Meterless follow-up. And then the command grab. God damn. See, this is why I was talking about Manon's medal system. Because she's now built up, at this point in the game, she's built up to medal level 4. I don't know if there's an upper limit for this. I assume there is a cap. But she's built up medal level 4 at this point, and you'll notice that her command grab is now a significantly different animation. At level 1, she just kind of trips you up and then pushes you away. At level 4, she scoops you, she does a bit of a dance, and then she dunks you into the ground, and it does a chunk of damage. Meterless command grab, by the way, 35%. I don't even know if this is as high as it goes. It might even go higher than this with higher levels. I assume EX command grab does more. But god damn, that is kind of crazy. I like that. Spiral arrow. Oh, is this... Hang on, I just want to preempt. I think this is... Oh yeah, the overhead. Yeah. I don't think we've seen this move in, like, the previous videos. I don't know what this is. She just suddenly jumps forward and kicks her in the head. I assume this is an overhead. It looks a bit like Adon's Jagger kick, yeah. Again, I don't know if the speed of it is being carried across by the slow-mo gameplay, but it looks fast. Elena vibes. I get a lot of Elena vibes from Manon's normals. Level 3. It's silly, but it's the kind of silliness that I can enjoy. I like the silliness. Please dance with me. I like a bit of silly. Street Fighter is not super serious, you know. It's always been a little bit cartoony. It's the right amount of silliness. Damn, look at that. That's so cool. I think last time I did a gameplay review for Street Fighter 6, I talked a bit about how much I liked the parry animations. I love how throughout this entire parry sequence, Manon is just dancing. Look at this. This is the most graceful parry in the world. Oh yeah, man, forgot about this. So much to talk about here. So we get the wonderful dancing parries. And then, you see, this is what I'm talking about earlier. I was saying earlier about how Hooligan is a real mix-up now. So, Manon is blocking low here and gets opened up by the axe kick. Because this actually hits overhead for a change. So she does... This is a target combo from Street Fighter 5. It was back medium punch into heavy kick in 5. I don't know if that's still what it is in 6. But it's apparently now jump cancelable. Which it wasn't. It was not jump cancelable in Street Fighter 5, and she combos into jump medium punch, cancelled into dive kick. Now, I'm one of only about 10 people in the entire universe who played Omega Street Fighter 4. This kind of combo is one-to-one ripped from Omega Cammy. I actually played a bit of Omega Cammy years ago. So Omega Cammy has this special that's a launcher, and her main way of following up afterwards is jump cancel, jump medium punch into dive kick. So this whole combo route is basically lifted one-to-one from Omega Street Fighter 4, which a lot of stuff from Street Fighter 6 is. but it's pretty cool. Throw number 236. Throw number 237. And there it is. So, I guess Spin Knuckle is also kind of a mix-up gimmick again. So she does Drive Rush to get in, and then does what I'm assuming is Stand Medium Punch into Spin Knuckle cross-up, and then link off it. I mean, you can, again, this is a thing that exists in Street Fighter V. You can cross people up with Spin Knuckle in 5, but it's really slow. It's very reactable. Might be a little bit faster in this game, but I'm still not convinced that Spin Knuckle is that big of a deal. Oh, that was EX Spin Knuckle, was it? She got burned out, didn't she? Hang on. Oh, I guess that was EX. I'm not sure what the benefit of EX there. Maybe it's just faster. She gets burned out. Yeah, I think you guys were right. I think they intended to end the clip with this super KOing, but it didn't quite work out that way, so now it's kind of like an awkward cleanup at the end. And then just walk up throw. You guys see that at the end? This is kind of funny to me. So, just a little bit of silliness at the end. So like, she wins the round with the throw, and then afterwards she like backs off in like her pre-packaged post-throw recovery animation, and then the game suddenly just like reminds her, "Psst, Cammy, you're in burnout, remember? You look too fluid right now, you're in burnout." So she gets up all gracefully, and then she like switches into this like burned out stance where she's like, I don't know how to fight. I just think that transition's funny. From like graceful follow-up to like caveman stance because she's burned out. Oops, there we go. She forgot she was burned out for a second there. So anyway, I think this gameplay's cool. Like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed that it wasn't JP. I want to see more JP stuff. I don't really care about Cammy all that much to play. I'm sure Cammy players are happy with the way she looks. She's kind of similar. They haven't reinvented the wheel with Cammy, but I definitely think Manon looks a lot more interesting than I first gave her credit for. I just don't know if... The only thing about Manon that concerns me is like, is she going to get absolutely mauled by projectiles? I haven't seen any moves from Manon yet that seem to be a good answer for fireballs, so she might have like a 9-1 matchup against Guile or something. Anyway, that'll wrap up that stuff for today.